Things were never supposed to turn out this way. This isn't how you pictured things going back when you first started. Full of hope, full of glowing ambition, full of spark. I just need you to hold on. It's going to be okay. You will be okay. You will find a way forwards, a way out of this. Just don't pay any more attention to that doubt that's swirling around you. There's only one person who has to believe, one person who can turn it all around, and that is you. I believe in you, even if no one else does. I'm cheering for you. What happens now, it can change you or it can reduce you. And I get that you can't move right now and you feel like you had the wind sucked right out of you. So maybe you don't need to run, but you crawl, you creep, you inch yourself forwards. You do what you can, even if it's just 1% more. But just keep moving forward. Hold on to that hope that something different is possible. It's not always about winning. It's about putting the effort in. That's what counts. Being the person that was courageous enough to fight in the arena anyway, covered in dirt, covered in scars. And yeah, maybe you're not perfect and you're a bit clumsy, but at least you're in there.
Where it's not comfortable, but it is a challenge. The true master, the true leader, is the person that understands that what you do for you, that dies with you. But what you do for others, it lives long beyond you. Your life is your lesson to the world. So don't judge it by what you're harvesting, but by the seeds that you plant, the seeds whose shade you may not ever sit under, but somebody else may. People talk about change as if it has to come from outside, from a leader or a book or a God, but it's all you. The summary of all that advice is to find yourself a mirror and change yourself. The real dirt is the one that lives within your heart, the one you can't just wash with water, but only through real change and introspection. Don't resist the change. Surrender yourself to it. Let the tide of life be with you, not against you. All I need you to know is that if nothing else, you are enough. You don't need to do a whole lot to prove it. In fact, maybe you don't need to do anything at all. You were born with that quality and you can't help it. It's contagiously infectious. You can be magnificent in being ordinary, like the small flower in a field of roses bursting with color, or the man who worked 20 years as a cog in a job that did nothing but pay the bills. But it still means something. Because there was a day that you smiled and that smile lightened the mood that day in the classroom. There was a day where you were calm and consistent when the world was anything but. You were the kid who listened on the day that that teacher was so stressed. Those bills that you paid for kept the rain off your family's back. You bloomed and the bee came despite the fragrance of every other rose in the field around you. A system that not only are you a part of, but you are an essential ingredient for. This life, it's happening for your growth. You are better because of these obstacles, because of the grazed knees and failed attempts, the harsh winds that you sailed so well against. Life is full of hard moments, yes. It's full of pain, failure, regret, hurt, heartbreak, loss, yes. But when those moments bring you to your knees, you are in the perfect position to pray, to surrender yourself to something bigger and ask for help. So take a second, sit, kneel, breathe, release, and then get up one more time. Put one foot in front of the other and act. Go gently into that good night with balance and poise through all the hype and all the haste. And remember, where there is righteousness, there may also be silence. Speak, think, and act quietly and clearly. Listen, observe, be present, especially among the dull and ignorant. Every story needs the gift of a greedy listener. Nurture your spirit every day. Be gentle with yourself. Teach yourself a love the world has never known. so abundant that you can't help but let it ooze and overflow out of you. For you are a child born from stars, a part of this universe with every single right to be here. I know you may not feel it right now, but things unfold exactly as they should. Sometimes life gets noisy, but keep working to maintain the peace of your own soul. And despite all the drudgery, all the broken dreams and ignorance around, it's still a beautifully imperfect place. And it's not on you to fix and conquer it all, only to do what you can with what you have. It's always the false that makes you suffer, the false desires, the false fears, the false values, the false ideas, the false relationships. So abandon the false and become free of your pain. Find the truth that makes you come alive and let go of those things that numb and pain you. Your heart is in the chest where you will find treasure. May all beings be happy.